This is Radio Freedom. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
You're the contact H222 is talking about? Just when I thought one person could only experience so much danger in their life. The patient is resting right now. Were you hoping to say goodbye? I don't advise it. He's far past remembering anything about his old life.
I didn't get a chance to say goodbye.
He talked quite a bit about you before I administered the anesthetic. I'm sorry you didn't have the opportunity. Now, what's your plan for moving him?
Can't he just stay here?
Out of the question. You people were the ones who explained to me that the railroad is about movement. That's what keeps you alive. Having a recently escaped synth stay too long in one place is a death sentence for all of us.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom.
We have to use the original route. There's no other way.
That's the plan? I thought you people valued discretion. But fine. I won't argue. The Malden Metro Center is where you need to go. All the Gen 1s there need to be gone, understand? All of them. I'm leaving H222 and his future in your hands. Once he's gone, we never had this conversation. He was never here. Before you leave, take the holotape on the table. It's a personal message for your ears only.
I've been working on improvements for the costume. You ready for me to get to work?
What's that gonna run me?
Cost? Free, of course. After all we've been through, I wouldn't have it any other way.
I gotta run.
Oh, sure. But check back later.
I'm sure you've all seen about the public occurrence. Some bold claims by our intrepid reporter. Possibly living among us, undetected. Very serious. This is Radio Freedom. It's 10 a.m.
The mayor's office has
Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
denying the validity of the article, saying all
buddy. I need to be a lot more high, a lot more drunk.
Big shitstorm. Hunk of hell, huh? As long as the Institute took a licking, I'm happy.
Hey there.
In good neighbor, you handle your own problems, or you end up dead. You know who kicked the ghouls out of Diamond City, right? That
This is
blowhard
Radio
made
Freedom,
a McDonough.
voice of the Minutemen.
He'll get his
It's
one
6
day.
o'clock.
You watch.
Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Looks like we got another freak.
I've been working on improvements for the costume. You ready for me to get to work?
Then let's do this.
Let me see. Got a new flak jacket to put under the trench coat. Old war military issue type stuff. You just gotta see it in action. Come back later, okay? I got some more ideas.
Hi.
Sorry, Shroud. I don't have any upgrades ready.
It's getting dark out there, people. Stay safe. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. Two a.m. here at Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Latest word is that they've retaken the castle.
Back in the day.
From everything I've heard, it was no small feat to get that back under their control. There's some real monsters out there in the Commonwealth, folks. Now that they've set up shop, I'm told the Minutemen will be in a better position to help whoever in the Commonwealth might need them. And that's good to hear, don't you think? Up next, it's Winona Harris with...
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Wait. We got assigned the same damn job? Bring it on! Stop me?
Better in our hands anyway.
Bring it on!
Hostile sensor reading detected. Is someone present?
Hey.
We got assigned the same damn job? With all our compartmentalization bullshit, this sort of shit happens. You got the job from the good neighbor side. I got it from Griswold's safe house.
That's the price we pay for security.
Don't tell me you buy into that crap. Sheesh. Well, since we're both here, what do you say the two heavies join forces and rock the heavens a little? Been wanting to see you in action with my own eyes.
It's up to you.
Then let's show them how it's done.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Hey, Glory.
Time for some action. My Griswold boys gave me nothing about this place. All I know is Malden Center's hot.
Movement detected. Curious.
That's how you do it.
For your safety, do not lean against doors.
I must be going crazy.
Chained up on the other side.
Oh, hell. Gen 1s.
By order.
Was that you?
Can we...
I understand.
Keep it clean, Boston. Please dispose of food waste in the marked receptacles.
Engaging.
Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
My target has secure.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all quiet. Stay safe out there, people.
Please do not tamper with your
Destruction. Damaged. Attack efficiency. C. Q.
The sensitivity of my sensors clearly needs adjustment.
Terminating any hostile life form.
The train will be arriving at this platform in minutes. Please remain clear of the track.
Engaging with extreme prejudice.
Oh, you really have to get up.
Watch your step as you enter the train.
Yes.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Where did you go?
To avoid delays, do not hold the door.
Is someone present? Engaging.
In the event of an emergency, please use call boxes to request police assistance.
Sweet.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
You must be terminated. Critical failure.
11 a.m. here at Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
Passing through cars is prohibited.
Oh, I always get lost in places like this. Why can't the bad guys be in one place? Hustle together.
Please come out.
In the event of an emergency,
Equipped with the most advanced Institute sensors available, I will find you.
Going down.
If they return, I will be ready. Movement detected.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Going up.
This is Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Going down.
Hey.
It's 1 p.m. This is Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Shoot.
Hey,
Where to?
grab that.
That's a plan.
Get that.
This is Radio Freedom. All quiet here.
Pick
Stay
that
tuned
up.
For Minutemen
Yep.
alerts.
Take that.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Glory.
And Malden is secure. I'll tell Griswold the package is incoming. It's been a goddamn pleasure.
Finally, it's over.
I guess I overstayed my welcome. If everything runs like it's supposed to, our paths shouldn't cross again in the field. But knowing how pear-shaped things go, see you around.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here at Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Hey,
Just let me know.
over here.
Of course.
Going up.
Passing through cars is prohibited.
Heads up.
What can I do?
Move here.
Can do.
This is Radio Freedom. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Contact Dr. Amari. She'll have more details on the route.
The route's been cleared. H-222 is safe to move.
I know. I already got an earful from Glory about Malden. Operational security is worth the occasional crossed wire. Anyway, Amari reports H-222 made it out safely.
It was good to help out H2 again.
Looks like he has a guardian angel. The crisis is over for now. Take this. You've earned it.
This is Radio Freedom.
Desdemona.
Voice of the Minutemen.
High-Rise was a good
It's
man.
6 o'clock.
So many good
Nothing
men.
to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
When...
Running synths out of the wealth. Wastelanders can be a bigger problem than even the Institute.
Need something? I suppose you're here for my medical services. Let's see what's wrong with you today.
Sorry, Tinker Tom's got me doing... something.
The boys have been working on some new toys. You want to take a look?
Show me what you got.
I will set you up, my friend.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Heads up.
You say the word.
Taking time to partner some of those games.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen Alerts.
Mr. Finch.
I'm glad you're here. We've been having some trouble with raiders.
Tell me what's going on.
They showed up in force a few days ago. There were too many of them. We had to give them what they wanted. They said as long as we kept paying them tribute, they'd leave us alone. At least we know where they're hiding out. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
How many raiders were there?
Too many for us to handle. But I bet you won't have any problems with them. Let's do this.
This time.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Pretty sure we do, yeah.
Know where it is?
Not a clue.
Doesn't it ever occur to you?
You just need to dig around a little. It's there somewhere.
Yeah. I think it'd be faster to shovel dirt with my hands. We're never gonna get ahead if we keep having to pay tribute to these raiders all the time.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. It's 12 noon. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
One of these days, we need to find you a good woman, Daniel.
Even if I had time for something like that, which I don't, who'd be interested?
You know what this place could use? Cover.
Good afternoon. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, broadcasting across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
clue where number...
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Hey. See if he had anything worth taking.
Uh-huh.
Grab anything useful.
Of course.
Check it out.
Can do.
See if there's anything there.
That's a plan.
Take anything good. See if he had anything worth taking.
Yep. What the fuck was that? Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can
It's
trust
3
me.
p.m. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
No need to hide. It'll all be over soon. Only a fucking coward hides. Fucking hide from me? Shit. Think you're tough. Dumb. I made a mistake. Now you pay for it.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
What was that?
Oh, I know you're here. I'll find you.
Got him!
You're mine now, rookie.
Put it back down. lovely night.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
Who's there? That is a hell of a first step.
Hey, who's there?
You're mine now.
Getting tired yet? Incoming!
Hey, something's out there. Oh, you're still here?
Bingo.
Hey, they're here.
This is Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen.
Hear that?
Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Place gives me the Hey. Trouble.
It's getting dark out there, people. Stay safe. All quiet. It's how we like it. Stay safe out there, people. report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
What was that? There you are. Watch out! Yeah, I just ate, so you go ahead.
This is Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. It's 8 o'clock. You're listening to Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen.
Got it.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
So can we stop worrying about paying tribute to those raiders?
I took care of your raider problem.
Thanks. It's good to know we can count on you guys when we're in trouble.
Welcome to Finch Farm, or Finch Junkyard. Take your pick.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there. Good morning, Commonwealth. This is Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Hey. Go check that out. Here. Look alive.
What you got for me?
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates. You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. It's 3 p.m. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
Our vertibird should give us the air superiority.
Good afternoon. You're tuned to Radio Freedom,
Proctor,
broadcasting across
I came
the
across a
Commonwealth.
holotape with a full scan of the Institute's network.
Stay tuned for
Thanks.
updates.
You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. I wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I built, too. But that's because I'll only deal with technology that I understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully, it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best-case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, your mission to recruit Dr. Lee still needs to be completed. I believe Elder Maxson gave you all of the details? Good luck, Knight.
Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
Yes?
Watch out around here. They catch you having fun? They make
I would
4
be
o'clock.
happy to assist.
You're tuned to Minuteman Radio. Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
I can't express how truly humbling it is to stand in your presence.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Doctor, sir,
whatever it is, it'll have to wait.
What exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
This is Radio Freedom.
Of course.
Really? No, there's no shame in being out of the loop, as it were.
One of our settlements is asking
The
for
project has
all
been
Minutemen, please
classified
respond if
for
you're in
quite a
range.
long time. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
Compromises for the weak.
That is one perspective, yes. But I think we can agree that going forward, no one can consider us weak. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Nuclear power? That's a disaster waiting to happen.
Not in our hands. I assure you this is the answer. This is the future. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir?
Yes, Dr. Ao. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, He has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Can't be
Please,
serious.
everyone, please. I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
Why would you joke about this? It isn't funny.
Were it a joke, I'd agree it's in poor form. But I'm afraid it's not. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really? Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning without intervention. Where those divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the Directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, and the like. There's no question that some of the Directorate, and the Institute at large, will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Excuse me, Dr. Lee?
Whatever it is, it'll have to wait. Whatever it is, it'll have to wait.
I dislike resorting to the use of common...
This is Radio Freedom, voice of the minute. It's 6 o'clock. Nothing.
I hope you're here to help.
Keep it tuned here for Minutemen Alerts.
That's right. What's the trouble here?
Some raiders have been threatening us if we didn't give them supplies. We told them to take a flying leap, now that we had the Minutemen backing us up. But they didn't seem too impressed. Said they'd be back with their friends, to make an example out of us. We're not soldiers. We're hoping you can help us set up some defenses before it's too late.
It's getting dark out there, people. Stay safe. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Dr. Lee.
You again. What do you want now? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
If I wanted to kill you, we wouldn't be talking.
That's a fair point. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
Here at Radio Freedom. All's quiet
You should return to the Brotherhood.
Stay safe out there.
Even if I wanted to return to them, why would they want me back?
The Brotherhood is having problems, and we need your help.
I don't see how that's my problem. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a scientist, not a soldier. The Brotherhood desired my creations in order to destroy, to take control. I'm not interested in returning to that way of life.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom.
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab was in the Biosciences Division. I can give you a code that will get you into the section, but the lab itself has been sealed, so you'll have to breach it on your own. I'd tell you to be quiet about it, but your Brotherhood and discretion isn't exactly your strong suit. And finally, if you get caught, we never had this conversation.
Goodness sake, be reasonable. I know you can hear me, now open this door.
What's the use?
What's going on?
Dr. Higgs and Dr. Loken have decided to protest your appointment as Father's successor. They've taken control of the bioscience security systems and cut off our food supply.
They've lost their minds.
No, they've lost faith.
Maybe I can reason with them.
I believe I can help with that. I can unlock the maintenance tunnel that leads to the bioscience observation room. From there, you should be able to communicate with Higgs and Logan. If you can't reason with them, you can use this holotape to access the command functions on the observation room terminal. That should give you some options. Just please, Try to talk to them first. Use violence only as a last resort.
It's 8 o'clock. You're listening to Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen.
Here
All quiet here.
are.
Stay tuned
Just
for
give me
Minutemen
a
alerts.
moment. There, it's unlocked.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcast. All day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Attacking enemy.
Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Gone. I will limit the pain I inflict, if possible.
Tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
I thought I heard something. Made it past the guards,
Would need the key.
If you've come to change our minds, then you're wasting your time.
Nice.
It's 9 p.m. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
Standing down. Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
I'm in.
Review your settings. Resetting threat level. Ambush. Protocols engaged.
Got it.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
That's it. Nice.
This is Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. It's just past 10 p.m. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates. tuned to Radio Freedom. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
If you've come to change our minds, then you're wasting your time.
I had a more direct solution in mind.
Oh, really? Our sent guards are programmed to attack anyone who enters here. So by all means, come and join us. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
Don't force me to take drastic measures, Doctor.
Oh, so you mean to martyr us then? I assure you, Dr. Loken and I are prepared to make any sacrifice in order to uphold the ideals of the Institute.
You're a stubborn fool, and you're not gonna like how this ends.
Nor will you. If you leave us here, everyone else will starve because you were too stubborn to refuse Father's appointment. Remove us by force, and everyone will fear and despise you. I'm afraid you lose either way.
Who's that in the control room?
Father's heir apparent. He made it past your impenetrable defenses.
Can't pick this.
Compose yourself, man. We've always known the risks, but we are still in control.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts. This is Radio Freedom. broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
No way to pick this.
Hostile sensor reading detected. I must end your existence.
It's midnight here at Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Combat initiated.
Out there, everyone.
Your termination is inevitable.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom.
Doctor.
That
Nothing new
was
to report. Keep it tuned here
unfortunate.
for Minutemen alerts.
We don't like violence here, and I fear your actions will have consequences.
What was I supposed to do? Let everyone starve?
I don't mean to preach. I simply wish that matters could have been resolved more peacefully. I'll see that the mess in hydroponics is cleaned up. I suppose I should also make the funeral arrangements. Well, there's much to do, so I'll get about it. In the meantime, I'm sure everyone will be relieved that this is over.
This is Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen. It's 1 a.m.
Dr. Lee,
Took you long enough to find that evidence. Let me see what you've got.
Here you go.
A holotape? This better not be a waste of my time.
I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me.
They lied to me. They lied to me, and I didn't even realize how far it went. All those years of loyalty. For nothing.
Now you know that Father is a liar. He doesn't deserve to have you here.
And I'll never forgive him for it. I came to the Institute to get away from the Brotherhood. From the whole world. I just wanted to do my research in peace. Father took me in and gave me access to cutting-edge technology that I only dreamed existed. I became jaded. I thought that the Institute cared, that they wanted to better mankind. Maybe in their own twisted way they still do. But now I realize if you can't trust the people you're working for, then it's all pointless. If they lied about Dr. Virgil, who knows what else they've been lying about? Or what their plans are for my work. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing new to report. Keep it
We're
tuned
not
here
gonna
for
stay
Minute
smooth
Alerts.
skins much longer if we don't get a move on.
Vertibird docking systems and fusion.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project that requires your immediate attention. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Look alive.
You look like you could use a pick-me-up.
Your thoughts?
Hey, Blue. Whew. Goosebumps.
That's all for now.
Sure.
This is Radio Freedom. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
I'm proud to be serving under Elder Maxon.
So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
He didn't tell me anything.
Makes sense. We've been trying to keep it under wraps until the time was right. Come on. It's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing them back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
It'll take a miracle to get this pile of junk operational.
You think he looks rough now? You should have seen him when I unsealed the salvage crates filled with his parts. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
I assume you can fix that?
I wish it was that simple. If this happened to one of the robots on the Pridwin, I'd just swap out its fusion pile. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
This is Radio Freedom. It's 4 a.m. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
Someone there.
Hey, something's out there.
Nation. Damn raiders are worse than skeeters this time of year.
Guess this is it for you.
Impersonal. You or me.
Hey.
Just let me know.
Head over there. Over here. Move here.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing new to report. Minutemen alerts.
Don't despair, brother.
Area secure. Blue, we're not alone here.
Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay safe.
Get this over with, shall we?
This is Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen alerts.
Now.
Radio Freedom. All quiet here. Alerts. of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Oh, you're still here?
Good afternoon. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, broadcasting across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts. This is Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
Excuse me.
Huh? Yes. Places like this are why I try to avoid drinking water.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search. Scanning for hostiles.
It's 3 p.m. Stay tuned for updates. Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Abiding citizens have nothing to be here.
You make a pretty penny selling Mirelurk eggs, so long as you're not too close to your fingers. What was that?
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
Nothing to report at the moment. This is Radio Freedom,
Hostile
broadcasting
target
all day, all
identified.
across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report.
Abiding citizen, please leave the area.
There we go.
Serious defenses. Must be something important here. Watch out! Had to come to that. Someone needs to drain this place in a serious way.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. Nothing to report at the moment. Stay tuned for updates.
I see you! Kiss it all goodbye.
Prepare to be terminated.
This is Radio Freedom. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen Alert. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Scanning.
Aw, man, come back!
Hello?
I was having fun.
Movement detected. This.
This is Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. It's 6 o'clock. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Locked on target.
Whatever is
Ahem.
Hey, you ever wonder... Oh, jeez. Sorry. Wait.
Hey there.
It's getting dark out there, people. Stay safe. Nothing to report. Stay tuned here for updates.
Hi.
p.m. here at Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people.
If we're gonna dance, let's dance.
Voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Stay safe, people. You're tuned to Radio Freedom. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people. This is Radio Freedom. quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
Hey.
You say the word. Don't mind the clutter.
Good afternoon. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, broadcasting across the Commonwealth. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
Sometimes the story's got it right. You kicked ass at Malden.
You're from one of
Hey,
those
Glory.
I iced the coursers before they found Dayton. This time, at least.
Commencing recurrence analysis using Dubrovian method.
One less courser.
Human-machine interface set to 100%. Thank you, Agent. Well done.
Pam.
Recalibrating using new data set.
Four o'clock. You're tuned to Minuteman Radio. All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
We could really use your help.
I'm not the Tooth Fairy. Just tell me what you need, so I can get out of here.
There's a group of raiders that won't leave us alone, stealing our food and supplies, threatening us if we can't give them what they want. We know where they're coming from, but we can't stand up to them ourselves.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. We didn't know who else to turn to.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
That might mean the place is overflowing with raiders right now. But you'd be wrong. It's empty. Abandoned. Now, you could assume they got what they wanted and bolted. But given how creepy that place was, you can't help but wonder if something else happened. We may never know for sure. You know what?